Hello, good morning. I, Manoj Vishwakarma, welcome you to my YouTube channel Cyber Class. Today we are going to discuss some programs based on string. This program is write a program to input a string and check whether the string is a palindrome string or not. Okay, we are going to discuss this program whether a string is a palindrome string or not. A string is said to be palindrome if the string is equals to its reverse. If you reverse the string, then if it is equal to the original string, then it is known as a palindrome string. Suppose your input string is mom, then the output will be palindrome, because if you reverse the string, then also you will get mom. So now we are going to discuss this. First we will input the string, then we will check whether the string is a palindrome string or not. So before going to write the program, let us discuss the logic of the program. Okay. We have different methods. As in the question it is asked to input the string. We have different methods to input. Either you can use buffer reader, input stream reader and buffer reader class to input the string, or you can use the scanner class to input the string. Okay, today we will use the method scanner class. By using the scanner class, we will input the string. Then after inputting the string, we will check whether the string is a palindrome string or not. Okay, as I told, a string is said to be palindrome if it is equals to its reverse. So what you have to do first? Sorry. First you input the string, then you try to reverse it. How to reverse it? To reverse the string, there are so many functions are required. One is you need to find the length of the string, because as many characters are there on the string, that many times you have to repeat it. That's why it is necessary to find the length, and for this purpose we have length function. First function we have is length function. Use the length function to find the length of the string. Then after finding the length, you have to repeat the statements for the number of characters present in the string. Then after, you have to select one character after another character. The function is caret function. You can use caret function to select one character after another character of the string. After selecting the character, our purpose is to reverse the string. We have concat operator plus sign. We have concat operator plus sign. Using this operator, we can join or concat the selecting characters, the character that we have selected back to back. We will take a variable, string variable, and we will concat that character back to the string so that we can reverse it. Okay. So after reversing, now we will check whether the original string is equal to the reverse string. To compare the equality of the two strings, you have to use the function equals. Equals function. So these are the functions we use to check whether the string is a palindrome string. First function is length function, which is used to find number of characters of the string. Second function is caret, which is used to select one character after another character. Third operator, this is the concat operator of the plus sign, you can use to join the selected characters back to back. Okay. Then last one is the equals function to check whether both the strings, that is the reverse string and the original string, is equal or not. If both are equal, then you can print it is a palindrome string. Otherwise, you can say it is not a palindrome string. Okay. So first of all, as in the question it is asked to input the string. First of all, we will input string by using scanner class. So to input the string, it is necessary to import the util package, because you know the scanner class is present in util package. So how to import? By using the import statement. This is the first statement of the program. Import java dot util. Let me write this side. It's not spacious. So import, I'll write here. Import your java dot scanner class present in util package. Java dot util dot scanner. So you need to import the scanner class from the util package which is present in Java package. Java is also a package. Okay. Then you start the class. Your public class and say class name is my class. Now, after creating the class, you have to create the scanner object by using the operator new. That is scanner. Say scanner object is I am taking say SO is equal to new scanner and system.in. System.in. So scanner SO is equal to new scanner system.in. You know the use of this statement. When you input data from the keyboard, first of all it will store in the in variable of the system class. Then it will make the scanner class will make its object, and the input data will store in SO variable, that is SO in form of SO object. Now we'll start the method. Public say void. Say I am taking display method, dist method to for the program. Now what you have to do? Now after this you have to input the data, that is input the string from the keyboard. So for that user prompt is required. This is system dot out dot println enter a string. You have to give the user prompt. Enter a string. You have to input the data, you have to keep the prompt enter a string. Now you can store it in a variable string variable, say s is equal to so dot next line. You can use the next line function to input the string, okay, because our string may consist of more than one word, that's why you can take next line function. Then after, as I told, you have to find the number of characters of the string, then you can take the length function to find the number. L is equal to s dot length. So s is equal to, so s is the type of variable string, so you declare it string s. There's another variable we need, that is to reverse the to keep the reverse of the string, let it be w, and w is equal to initial value is equal to null. Then again L is the type integer, int L. So now you find the length of the string. After finding the length of the string, you have to select one character after another character. That you can take the for loop to select it. For int say I is equal to 0, I less than L, I plus plus. We have to take less than, we cannot take equal, because length last index is length minus 1. We have to continue up to last index. Okay, last index length minus 1, so it is less than L. Now you select one character after another character by using the char function. Let us store the selected character in a variable c. So c is equal to s dot char at I. So now we are going to select the character present at index I. Now we are going to select the character present in index I, so that this variable can select one character after another character. First variable I is 0, I is 0, so it will select the character at index 0. Then I is 1, it will select the character at index 1, then 2, then 4, 3, 4, 5, like this. All the characters up to the last index will be selected. After selecting the character, we have to concat the character back to back to get the reverse of the string. We have to concat the character back to back. Remember, this is very important. So w is equal to c plus w. So when I am writing this c plus w, c, the selected character c will be concatenated or joined back to the w. Initially value of w is null, so c will be value of the c will concat back to w. This process will continue. Now after selecting, you close the loop. So in this way you select one character after another character and concat with w. After the for loop is completed, okay, we have two strings, one with s, we have two strings, one with s and one with w. Our s is having the original string, while w is having the reverse string. Now this is the time to compare both the string, whether both the strings are equal or not. How to compare it? You can use the equals function to compare whether both the strings are equal or not. That is, I am writing here. If w or s dot, anything you can write, you can write w dot s dot. If s dot equals w, okay, if s dot equals w, then if s dot equals w, then both the strings are equal, then you can write system dot, I am writing like this, system dot out dot println, it is palindrome, the string is palindrome. Otherwise you write else system dot out dot println not palindrome, not palindrome, not palindrome. Okay, then close the method and then close the in this way you can select one character. In this way you can check whether the input string is a palindrome string or not. Let us discuss this again by taking a variable. As I have taken the input variable, input data is mum and output data is mum. Let us see what we are getting. So our input data is s is our input data, its value is mom. Okay, now value of s is mom and value of c, then value of w is null, value of w is null, and value of length is 3, value of length is 3. Now we continue the process and we come here, l is 3, then for I is equal to 0, so initial value of I is equal to 0. So c is equal to char at I, so it will select the index character at index position I, that is 0. So value of c is equal to m, first index. So this is 0 index, this is 1 index, this is second index. So character at index 0 is m, so value of c is m. Now w is equal to w plus c, initial w is equal to null, so c will be concatenated back to w, so it is m plus null m. So it will come here, so I become value of I become 2, control will continue, so it will select char at 1. So sorry 1, the char at 1, character at index 1 is o, so value of c is now o. Okay, now w is equal to c plus w. What is the value of w? m. M back to m, o will concatenate, so it become om. It become om. Now it will come here, so value of I become 2, control will transfer to follow, there is 2 is there, so it will continue, it will come to char at I, it will select the character at index 2, that is m again. So again m will concatenate back to om, so it become mom. It become mom. Now value of I is 3, but it exceeds the limit, so condition become false, so control will come out of the loop. So the loop completed, it will come to this part and to check whether s is equals to w or not. Now value of s is mom and w is mom, so the condition is true, so it will print, okay, it is a palindrome, it is palindrome, so it will print palindrome on the screen, palindrome. So in this way you can check whether the input string is a palindrome string or not. Okay. So let us discuss another program. So suppose you have asked to write the same question in a different way, a little easy manner. That is, write a program. We will discuss another program. That is, write a program to print the words of a string one below another. The question is to print the words of a string one below another. Question is to print the words of a string one below another. That means suppose the input string is like this. The input string is how are you? How are you? If this is your input string, then the output string will be how are and you. This is your output string. So question is write a program to input a string and print the words of a string one below another. That means if the input string is how are you, I can put a question mark. How are you? Then the output string will be how are you. The words will be printed one below another. So here what you have to do, first of all, we will select one word after another word. First question. After selecting one word after another word, we will print them one below another. So the first challenge is how to select or how to extract word by word from the string. There are different methods. We will be discussing one of the easiest method to select or to extract one word after another word. Okay, first of all, we will input the string, right? After the string is input, so what you have to do, user may type some space character before and after the string. We are selecting the word based on the space character. We say it is a word, means after getting the space character only we can say okay, we got a word. So first word, there is a space after the first word, there is a space after the second word, there is a space after the third word, but what about the last word? There is no space character. So you have to add a space character at the end of the string to extract the last word, because instruction we are giving our logic based on the space character. Our logic based on that after getting the space character we will confirm okay, we have got a word. Okay, that means we have to input the string. First step, the logic is like this: first input the string, then remove the space character before and after the string. So I am writing the what are the functions available for this. So first input the string. You can input like this using scanner class. You can input. So after the string is input, you remove all the space characters present before and after the string. That you can use the function trim. You can use the trim function trim. You can use the function trim to remove the space characters present before and after the string. After the space character is removed, then what you have to do? You have to add a space character at the end of the string. Then to add the space character, you can use the concat operator to add the space character at the end of the string. Okay. After the space is added, then you can find the length by using the function length function. You can use the function length to find the length, means the number of characters present in the string. After finding the number of characters, then what you have to do? You have to take the for loop to repeat it for the number of characters present in the string. Then after you select one character after another character by using char function. Char function. You can use the char function to select one character after another character. After selecting the character, what you have to do? You have to select the word. You have to concate it with a new variable w. Say a string variable, you have to concate it with a string variable. Say it is w. You concate the selected character sc with w, so that you can able to get the space up to the space character. So you have to check the condition if the selected character is a space character or not. If the selected character is a space character, then you have to come to the that you have to got the word. But as long as the selected character is not the space character, you have to concat the character with a variable w. Okay. Then when you got the space character, your condition become false and you will come to the else part. That time you have got the word and you can print the word using system.out.println function, so that all the words will be printed in a new line. Okay. Then after, there is no use of the word w, because w holds one after another words. So after the work of w or the first word is completed, that we have printed it on the screen, so no more it is required. So you can make w to null. So remove the old word from the w, so you have to make it null, so that a new word can be stored in the variable w, or the second word, third word can be stored in the variable w. So you have to make it null, then you have to close the loop. Okay. So in this way you can print the one word below another word. Okay. So let us discuss the program. So as in a question it is asked to input the string. You can use the scanner class to import the string. So first one is what? Import java.util.scanner to util.scanner to import the util package. Then make the, this is also required because we are going to store the string in the variable ws. W is also required because we are going to store the words in the variable, one word after another word in the variable w. L is also required to store the length, that is the number of characters of the string. Okay, if any other variable required we will take afterwards. So create sorry, so create the scanner object, then start the method. Public void display. So this I am taking display method. You can take any other method you like. You can take any other method you want. Okay, now time to input the string. System dot, always write system dot out dot println in full. Don't write sopln or s dot dot as I'm writing. Okay, but you have to write full function, that is system, full statement, that is system dot out dot println or print. System dot out dot print or println. Enter a string. Here the user prompt, enter a string. Okay, this is the user prompt is required. So the user, when user saw this prompt on the screen, then the user will type the string from the keyboard. Now you can store it in the variable string variable. Sc is equal to so dot next line. So you know next line function, next line line. So you know the next line function is used to input the string from the keyboard. Now what do we have to remove the spaces before and present, before and after the string by using the print function. You can store the string after removing the spaces in the same variable, as no need to take separate variable for it. S dot print. You can store like this, s dot print. Then you find the length. L is equal to, then you have to add a space character at the end of the string. S is equal to s plus, you can add a space character at the end of the string. Okay, so that you can get the string, so that you can get the word one after another word and the last word also. Now you can find the length. L is equal to s dot. Now you can find the length. Okay. After finding the length, you have to select one character after another character. Now select one character after another character using the for loop for int I is equal to 0, I less than L, and I plus plus. Okay. Then select the character. C is equal to s dot char I. So we are selecting the character present at the index position I. Now we have to check whether the selected character is a space character or not. As long as the selected character is not a space character, you have to concat it with the variable w. Then check it if w is not equal to, you know the symbol for not equal to, w, we are going to select C, not w. If C is not equal to space, like this is a symbol for space character, or you can write this way, or simple you can write this also, you can write. Okay, you can write this single character. You can to mention it is a single, we are going to check a single character, so you can write this symbol. And this is exclamation and equal to. Okay, to check whether the selected character is a space character or not. As long as the selected character is not equal to the space, then you have to concat it with the variable w is equal to w plus c. Okay, w is equal to w plus c. So your selected character will be joined or concat with the variable W. Else, that means else after getting the space character, this condition become false and you will come to else part, and here nothing to do, you have to print the variable W using the println function. So it is two statements are there in with else part. So bracket is completed, you take the bracket, you print it system dot out dot println and W. Okay, system dot out dot println W, and to print it on println, it will print the words one below another. Okay, then you have to make W to null. You have to make W to null, then close the else part, then close the method, then close the class. With this our program is completed. You see, first you input the string, as you have taken the string. Now this dry run is little, and to make you understand, to make you more clear. Suppose the input string S is how are you, okay. Now one after another character you are selecting. So in C, first time it is H, it will concave with W, so it become H. Then you select O, it become HO. Then you select W, it become HOW. Now W is space, so this condition false, it will come to else part, and in the else part it will print how. Okay. Then you will come to this part, again it will select another character, how R, A, this is A. So sorry, now this become null. After printing it on the screen, this become null. Again in W, what ARE will be stored. It will print ARE. Then YOU will store. Then it will print YOU, because there is a space character we have added. After getting the space character, this one the condition become false. It will come to else part. In the else part, YOU will be printed. So you will get all the words one below another. So in this way you can write the string programs. So before writing the string programs, it is very essential to know all the functions, their syntaxes and use. Okay, and before writing the program, you should try to develop the logic of the program based on which you are going to write the program. Okay, thank you very much. Up to this for today. In my next video, I will discuss some more programs. Thank you very much.